Hi all, this is Ron. So recently I talked about the Princess Diaries and talked about how Heather Matarazzo, or Matarazzo, is the best part of the Princess Diaries. Sort of the comic relief as well as the conscience. There's a sequel, came out just a few years later in 2004. I am going to watch the Princess Diaries 2. I will start now. For me, it'll be about 2 hours, and for you, it'll be no time at all. So here I go to watch Princess Diaries 2, The Princess Bride. Okay, I am back. So I have just watched Princess Diaries 2, The Princess Bride. So what's going on here? So Mia is now Princess of Genovia, and we see her starting off with a dream sequence. She kind of sees herself as on a farm, and there's a stable boy that she's in love with, but they never talk. Now, for some reason, they've recast. It is no longer Anne Hathaway. They've recast Mia with Robin Wright. And she's known as Buttercup. I guess that's her new Genovian name or Genovian nickname. But I'll still call her Mia, just for continuity's sake. So Mia imagines her the stable boy who always says, as you wish, to anything that she requests of him. I guess she's the princess. She gets to decide. But now awake, no longer in dream sequence, we see her getting ready to be married. She's going to get married to Prince Humperdinck, who's not exactly the guy that she's in love with. She's actually trying to kind of stay away from him. Now, first, there's this weird kind of, it keeps going back to Peter Falk and the older brother from Boy Meets World. I'm not sure quite what they're doing in this. It's sort of a weird framing device. So the dad seems to be telling his son, who's bedridden, he tells her Mia's story. He's reading from a book. I don't know if this is some sort of diary full of press clippings or gossip columns, because they seem to know everything about her. Oh, the reading from the Princess Diaries. I get it now. I'm not sure how they got a hold of it. Maybe it was actually published. It seems a little weird because I imagine there's some personal stuff in there. Okay, but that makes a lot more sense. So let's see. Who's in this? Well, there's some bit parts. Andre the Giant is in this. This is his biggest role since the two-part Bigfoot episode of The $6 Million Man. Mandy Patinkin is in this too. So between the two of them, there's sort of a Laurel and Hardy routine. Not quite as funny. There's some rhyming stuff. It's weird to see Mandy Patinkin without the beard that he has in Homeland. It seems like maybe the two of them are kind of playing Kurosawa's Hidden Fortress. You get the two people at the beginning, kind of weird comic relief. You get them at the end. It's also the character that George Lucas has based R2-D2 and C-3PO on. So it's interesting to see that we get sort of the same idea. I don't know if the director, Carl Reiner, actually intended to do this. Maybe it was a nod to Star Wars as well. Oh, and Mandy Patinkin keeps going through with his catchphrase. He keeps saying, "My name is Montoya, my father is dead, I'm going to kill you." The reality is he never ends up killing anyone. He meets this one guy who has 6 fingers, but he ends up running away. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a death or so. I don't remember. So we've also got this villain. It's the former editor of the New York Times, and we see him preparing a meal. But instead of treating Mandy Patinkin to drink or sharing his dinner with Andre, he has 2 glasses of wine and is leaving out for, well, the guy in the stable boy who's not pirate, but he's a good pirate. What's his name? Well, let's call him Blackbeard. The former editor of the New York Times keeps repeating this phrase, "It's conceivable, it's conceivable." I don't know exactly what's conceivable. It seems to be that there's a lot of stuff out there. Well, the piece that doesn't seem that conceivable is that when he meets Blackbeard, tries to poison him or he tries to poison himself, it's not quite clear, with something called icane powder. Doesn't make any sense because he says that you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't see it, but then how does he know which glass the poison is in? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It's the same wine. The thing that I don't understand the most is what happened to Heather Matarazzo. We've got a different character playing Mia. We've got all these characters that we've never seen before. But where's Heather? Where's Lily? Where did she disappear to? I mean, Julie Andrews was great, but why isn't the best friend in this anymore? Maybe she's the one that published the diaries? Again, I don't know how she got a hold of them. I don't know. The whole piece isn't explained, and it's really kind of disappointing. So that was Princess Diaries 2, The Princess Bride. Doesn't quite make sense. There's not much continuity, and sequels aren't quite as good as the original. Anyways, that's Princess Diaries 2. This is Ron signing off. Take care.